This is Middlesbrough. If you're not from here, you might never get to come here. But it's got docks, chemical works and Psyche, a new clothes store that's going to be the best in Britain. Well, that's what this man says. He owns it.
Hiya, you Steve?
Yeah, I am actually. How are you doing, mate? All right?
I'm all right, yeah, it's nice to meet you.
I'll give you a look around my little corner shop. Fashion's all about pushing the boundaries, and I really love that. I love controversy, but I want to be a fashion revolutionary. Hugo Boss, Armani, Polo Ralph Lauren. I defy anybody to say that there's better labels in the south than there is in the north of England. I just think the whole of the shoe area looks absolutely double freaky. Champagne and oyster bar in Middlesbrough. North York Moors, industry, sprawl of densely packed houses. Miles better than London. London's in the south. Why doesn't everybody emigrate to Middlesbrough from all over the world? Such a brilliant place.
Well, I did. I spent 12 months in the shop, making 4 films about Steve, his staff, his customers, and his dream. I started off in ladies' wear. Steve told me it had a reputation for the women falling out. I soon found out why.
Oh dear.
It had Middlesbrough's most demanding customers.
You shouldn't have that on display, look at that.
Don't like that.
But the staff could be just as difficult.
What we're doing with all these staff in here? We're having a little party.
Michelle was the manager. She had her work cut out to keep everyone happy. But it usually ended in tears.
I'm just dead emotional and I'd rather not talk about it.
Kerry was cool. She loved her clothes and loved her hair. And everyone would have loved her if only she'd stopped telling them the truth.
We're not talking because every time you film me, I look like I'm the nasty one.
What about the blue?
Ruth had just joined.
What do you think, Rich?
She could make it big in retail, but she never stopped giggling long enough to make a sale. She liked me, though.
I like looking at your bum and jeans as well.
It was an emotional time in ladies' wear, and I got caught in the middle.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. What's got to do with that?
Kerry really wants this.
Catherine's got that.
She doesn't really. You know what Kerry is?
That is my favourite thing.
A little monkey.
Is she?
The two best friends on ladies' wear are Kerry and Catherine.
How about tracky bottoms as well?
Would you wear that?
No. Kerry would though.
Kerry's just got a promotion, helping Catherine buy the women's clothes for the store.
How would you describe Catherine's look then?
I don't know. I'm more just a jeans girl, aren't I? I always seem to wear jeans a lot. I don't like getting my legs out very much, do I?
No.
Why don't you get them out?
I don't like my ankles.
Oh.
She's got chicken legs.
I've got chicken legs.
Chicken legs? Chicken legs? There's nothing chickeny about those legs.
But then Kerry's more of a slapper and she gets her legs. This is the dress. No, Kerry's more like...
Slappery.
The two friends got on, but ladies' wear was a problem for Steve. It was successful, but the turnover of staff was high.
We've got 5 people not in today.
1, 2, 4.
His latest problem was Laura. She was unhappy because Kerry had been promoted over her. She asked to see Steve in his office.
I just wanted to come and see you about my position, really. Yeah, because I'm not happy here at the moment, so I wanted to come and talk to you about it, really, because...
What's the problem?
Well, I feel like I've been here a long time, and every time there seems to be some sort of position that arises, I'm always completely overlooked.
Like, what do you mean? Like the assistant buyer position, you mean? Is that what you mean?
Well, I heard about that the other day, actually, and I thought, well, the reason why I didn't get the supervisor position was because Kerry had more experience from the Selfridge, and now she's buyer, but she hasn't had any experience doing that.
But Kerry's not buyer. Catherine's the buyer, and looking at the ladies' staff, the person who's most likely to support Catherine is Kelly.
Right.
Is Kerry, sorry.
Kerry, why?
Because she's totally, really into clothes. She lives, eats and breathes clothes, doesn't she?
Yeah, but so do I.
Mm.
I mean, out of everybody, she's had the most customer complaints, and I'm not trying to bitch about her because I am her friend.
Well, that's exactly the point. So I want to take her off customers and off selling and put her onto buying. Get her out of the shop doing buying, and she's going to do.
I get a stop, start, continue written about me, which really, really upset me. And none of that was even true.
Well, I can only know what I mean. They're people that you work with saying that, aren't they? I can only.
Exactly, and nobody wanted to speak to me about it.
Well, that's Michelle's job, isn't it, to sit down
But
and
she
talk?
didn't.
Well, I don't know. I'm making up.
I just feel like I've been here a long time, and I just get pushed out a lot.
Well, that's not my perception, and that's not my intention. And if that's the way you think that Michelle's running it, then you need to keep telling me, and I'll deal with it. But I do think that Kerry can do a good supporting job with the buying. All right. Okay. Thanks.
Steve had made up his mind, but if Laura thought she'd get some sympathy from her friend Kerry, then she was wrong.
You're as cold as ice.
How do you feel about the fact that, Laura was upset today?
It's the same one we all got interviewed to be supervisor, and obviously I got it, and everybody else congratulated me, yet Laura was in tears again and didn't speak to me for a few days then. So, to me, I've just seen it all before. But what can I do apart from obviously lose out on the position to keep her happy?
Apparently I heard Catherine had put my name forward, but he'd said he didn't think I would be committed to the job because I was thinking of going away and doing acting and things. But I've never told him that, so I don't know why he would think that. So somebody else must have told him. So
I wonder who that was.
I do as well.
You're as cold as ice.
I don't think the other staff were happy that Laura had gone to see the boss behind their backs. I could see what was coming.
Have you decided what you're going to do?
Yeah. I'm going to go.
Are you?
Yeah.
No, well, you've got to do what you feel's right, haven't you?
Exactly. But I will miss all the clothes.
What will you miss most about the place?
The clothes.
You know that you are. As cold as ice to me.
I'd only been in ladies' wear for a couple of days, and Laura was already leaving. I expected her to avoid Kerry, but instead, they pretended to be friends.
Great, thank you for coming. I'll see you tomorrow night, probably. Okay, bye.
I knew you would put that on.
I didn't think you were friends with her. What? Sorry?
I didn't know who would make the better actress, but the following Monday, Laura started work in a bank.
You're as cold as ice.
Laura had left, but a new woman had started at Psyche. Ruth began her training in formal menswear. She got the giggles when I filmed her rubbing some trousers.
What have you seen?
Nothing, I'm just laughing because they're just filming me doing that.
It's not that funny.
It is.